hate that.
Hi there, guys. Alec from CheckitoutPodcast here, doing a quick actual podcast. We haven't done this in a while. I got 3 friends here. I have, Kai, Dallas, and Noah here. Say hi, guys.
So,
That's
Hello.
Dallas. That's
Hi.
Noah. That's Kai. And we're here. We're going to try actually doing a podcast. Haven't done that in a while. And we were actually just talking about how people say, mostly Max, says we don't have good stories to tell. When we actually have really stupid stories that we've had. Like, Dallas, explain the story when John broke the escalator.
okay, so what did happen?
Got a boy now. Third.
Let's see.
Cheers.
Well, before I tell that story, I gotta tell a different story. Me, Alec, and John. Oh, well, jeez. Okay.
He's going way back.
Me, Alec, John, and Max are helping. We're gonna go paintballing, but before we do that, we go help Alec's mom out for charity. We're doing this thing. We're walking around in a giant circle, putting stuff in bags. Eventually, Alec and Max leave. Tried to leave me and John behind. Me and John run up behind him. We're leaving the building. What was it? It was like the...
If it wasn't a transparent wall, we would have
Was it like
away.
the IDS Center or something like that?
No, it wasn't that. It was some other building.
Anyways,
Normal people.
we're at this building downtown in Minneapolis. We're at this building downtown in Minneapolis, and so we're going up the escalator. Alec goes on first, then John, then me and Max. And me and Max are getting on the escalator, and John turns around and stomps on it. And the whole fucking thing stops. Like, just dead stops. And there's this dude coming down the other side and, like, looks at us like, what did you do? And I was trying to get us to stay there, you know, find a security guard, be like, dude, sorry, broke the building. Everybody else was like, oh shit, run, run! And it was like, okay, I guess.
John, there's a reason he caved in on himself now. The escalator for sure showed that.
How do you feel about yourself when you stop an escalator?
No, like, what it was, he spins around and
I don't
troll.
know,
He's
maybe we
like,
should
I'm
ask
going
you.
down the up escalator, and then he just stomps and it just stops. And I'm like, guys,
Funny.
what'd you do?
Because, like, a couple months later, John broke his foot in baseball just stepping on a base.
Oh, yeah, I've had that. You roll your foot. It's
Remember that
fucking
time you
awful.
broke your foot, Dallas?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Do you remember that one time when we were waiting for the bus and you like, hey Noah, you have to check this out. Do you remember that?
That was a
Continue?
It's a fucking
Okay.
awesome story, though.
So then,
Continue with the
like,
story.
you're like, hey man, you have to check this out. So I'm like, okay. You take me inside the school, you take me to the bathroom, and you show me this turd that wrapped around the whole bowl.
Yes! Yes! Okay, that was like the biggest
Was
shit.
that you or
That-
was it
that
someone-
was-
The greatest
That
shit
was
of
me.
mankind.
You missed it too,
It was
'cause-
like 3 times. It was like,
dude, I can take some really big shits. It's pretty amazing.
Wait, so, like, what you did, you that was you. It came out of your
that was
body.
me. It was
came out
like-
of your body.
That was
like-
so
it was
you-
like-
you-
it was
you dropped-
disgusting, and then Dallas started laughing, and then I started laughing.
So what happened was you dropped the deuce, had it wrap around. I bet it like rubbing at your ass, so you had a long time cleaning that up with like the paper thin ass
Kind of.
toilet
It
paper.
was okay
Like,
because our bus came late.
but like you ran, you were like, Noah, come here, I gotta show you this, and you show him something that's that awful.
Yeah, no, it's
It
funny
wasn't
'cause
awful. It was hilarious.
it was this far mess on the 3rd floor, like the very far bathroom. And I when I came out, I was like, I need to show Noah and Lars this. I actually saw Lars coming out of the bathroom, like, Lars, check this out. Lars checked it out, and then I went down to the bus, and
Check
I'm like,
this shit out, I get it.
I'm just like, Noah, you need to see this. But by then it was kind of like all wrinkly and kind of deadish. It wasn't-
No, it was like brown. It was like a dark orange, brownish.
Yeah, it wasn't like the good dark brown chocolatey poop that's like a solid log. It was like decaying and stuff. That's how I remember it though.
Because it was actually that dark brown stuff. I bet it would hurt. and it took it forever too. Cause that orange stuff is kind of slippery.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Come out extra easy.
Why is it that whenever you go into a school bathroom, there's always a big deuce in the toilet? Like, there's never a time where you're like, all right, I gotta go wash my hands, gotta go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, then wash your hands, you know. And then like every time I gotta go wash, like go to the bathroom, I spin around, go to wash my hands, I see a stall door open, and there's like basically just a big old deuce just hanging off the toilet seat. It's like, Who was like, I'm gonna leave this right there?
Have you ever walked inside the bathroom? There's a dump inside the urinal.
Did that once in kindergarten. Did
Why?
that.
Boy, down.
Because I thought it was hilarious.
Did it wrap around the urinal like two
No,
times?
I don't. I crap, and I was like, oh crap, I ran to the stall, got some toilet paper, because, you know, there's no toilet paper at the urinal, what are you going to do? And then I just bailed.
Yeah, it was gross. And then I remember in kindergarten, there's this kid named Giovanni. And this kid, he's like the weird kid who played with Barbie dolls. And I was like, why are you playing with Barbies? He's like, and he I don't know where he was from, but he had an accent. He's like, Barbies are fun! So I was just like, okay, whatever. And then like, he's the kid that pooped inside the urinal, and I guess it was okay because he's foreign. So later, like, it was time to sing on the carpet, and then the song "Put Your Finger in the Air." He's like, "Put your finger in the toilet, You can imagine that, like, in kindergarten. That's like the most hilarious thing. I mean, it's still hilarious now.
Oh, God.
If I remember that kid's last name, I would totally still talk to him, but I don't.
Okay, so as long as we're talking about toilets, I have a story to tell. Me and my friend Lucas, it was like during lunch, I had to go to the bathroom, so we'd go into this bathroom.
Big Red Lucas?
No.
Big
We don't.
Lucas?
He's just Luke. There is no Lucas.
Are you just a shit story master
Yes,
over
no,
here?
I was taking a shit. But I walk into the first stall, first one on your right. The toilet paper rolls. You know the giant toilet paper rolls like this big they stick in the machines? They're both
you can't
out.
see it. It's like, say, I don't know. He's got
Size of a
short,
torso.
stubby arms, so
It's the size of a torso. Maybe
like a
big
kindergartner's torso. They're really not that big.
Anyways, they're both on the ground. And it's just like, oh, what the fuck? And they're all soggy and wet, right? I'm like, I need to poop so bad.
I was zoned out. What
So, no.
At a point, no.
Somebody took the big toilet paper things out of the toilet paper rolls. One of them was in the toilet, one of them was on the ground. And they're all soggy and wet. But no. So I go into the next stall. My friend's in the chair. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm sitting in there, and I take a shit, and it's like... and it was really loud, and there was another guy in there, and I busted out laughing. I just laughed. I could not contain it because it was so funny. It was disgusting, and I was like, I didn't know how to justify what I did, so I just laughed. And then I'm sitting in there, I'm looking. The fuckers took the toilet paper out of that one too, and it's in it's the one like in the toilet. I'm like, so I'm like, dude, are there
Wait.
Take
So
a
the
shit
toilet paper
on the
was
toilet
in
in the toilet next to me? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like you were
Like
taking.
you took a shit
No,
on the
no.
toilet
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
and I
that
was
doesn't
like,
exactly solve the problem.
it's like, Lucas, is there paper towels or anything you can hand me under the stall because there's no toilet paper? And it was so awkward because there's like another dude at the urinal just pissing in there, and it's like, so I had to come up with a solution. I went over to the.
Wait. I bet the guy was there. He like finished his piss and he's like, I need to hear the end of the story.
So he just stood there.
Yeah.
Making the sounds.
It's like, so I like put my arm under the urinal, the one next to me on the left, and I pulled the soggy one off the ground and like into it. You know how you usually like, you rip the toilet paper off like vertically like that? Because like 3/4 of it was wet, I had to rip it off horizontally, and I got like a chunk like 3 fingers thick. Just a square 3-finger chunk of toilet paper, and that was what I had to wipe my ass with. It was horrible.
Yeah, I don't take dumps at school.
Yeah, I don't
because
either.
there's that one douchey kid in middle school. I never did it, but there's this kid in elementary school and in middle school who'd always look over the stall. Like, I mean,
How you doing over here, buddy?
That's awesome.
It's extremely gay. I mean, why would you do it? But there's that kid who did it, so I'm just like, I'm gonna take a dump at home. And it sucks with my lactose intolerant.
There is always a guy who's always like, hey, you taking deuce? How you going? Did you get it out yet? Pooping? But now it's your story. That, like, seriously, how do you? If you're just like, it's one thing. Like, taking a dump in like a public area. It's just not easy like a baseball game. You gotta take a dump, and like you make that just large, make that loud fart, like where it basically shakes the area.
Yeah,
I'm never
like,
in a porta potty.
just
Those
like
things are
everyone
gross.
is like,
I'd rather go in a bush.
It sounded like I had the squirts when it happened. It was so embarrassing, so I just busted out laughing. But no, I have another story about this too.
Actually, you have a
Story
quick one,
master.
if I can tell.
It's really, yeah.
Okay, so what was it? I think. Oh, no, here we go. Okay, So it was back in what was the year? I think it was like 2010. I went on a mission trip to what's the place? Denver, Colorado. Went to Denver, Colorado.
That place is scary.
And we had to. That place is full of Mexicans. You didn't know that? Full of Mexicans everywhere you go. But so I stayed at this church for a mission trip.
If you think that, go to Mexico.
Go to Los Angeles. California.
No, but so we stayed at this church, and they said you guys can't use the bathrooms. The bathrooms are broken. The plumbing in here is broken. So we got PortaPotties for you. I'm like, all right, whatever. First day's like, I ate food on my way here. I had a bunch of snacks. I gotta take a big dump. And so I go to the porta potty and I take a seat, and I'm like, I gotta take a big dump. There's some good looking girls here, I gotta feel good about myself. Hit on a few of them, And then as I'm out there, I'm like, I sit myself down, and I'm looking at the guy like, oh, you got toilet paper, got everything I need. And then I hear laughing. I'm like, what's going on here? All the girls, for some reason, decide to go stand next to the shit stalls and just talk. I'm like, this is the most awkward thing. And I was like trying to let it go quietly, and I just ripped. I was oh god, this is not gonna go my way. I gotta go back inside. I didn't shit for a week. That was awful.
You know what? I have one too. I was at the Hennepin Technical, or North Hennepin College, or whatever that place is, Hennepin Technical.
Oh, the same one.
And my brother was like, here, Noah, there's a bathroom over there. I was like, dude, this bathroom looks like it's busted. Cause there's just this janitor cart or whatever. The door is propped open, and then he was just like, no, that's the bathroom. Okay, whatever. So I went inside there. I used the bathroom. And all of a sudden, the janitor came in. And you want to know the best part? It was a girl. It was just this big thing. She's like, is anybody in here? Well, obviously, you can hear me urinating.
I one time as a kid, I was going to the science museum with my aunt. And we stopped at a place to go get a donut or whatever. And I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. I walk down a hallway. I see one door. I'm like, alright, this has got to be the way to the bathroom. I go in. Piss, get out, pull up my pants, wash my hands, open the door. There's a line of girls, and I go, what the heck? And then I look forward, and there's another door, and it says men on it. And I was like, well, I walked in the wrong stall.
Didn't matter.
I got the most smug look.
How old were you?
I was like, I think I was 9. And they're all like, what are you doing in there? I'm like,
I was using the bathroom.
Yeah, my voice is probably not that high.
Dude, so
how would you not notice it's a girl's?
Yeah, I know.
You know when you're like,
aren't the walls pink?
No.
Don't they usually have couches in them too? Dude, I've seen girl bathrooms with couches.
I heard that the staff women's bathroom at Armstrong High School, they have couches in there, legit multiple couches.
And it smells good too.
Yeah.
Well, it was like one of those.
Do they have like
my Taco Bell? My Taco Bell doesn't have.
I bet you legit.
It doesn't have urinals. It just has 2 toilets. It has 1 toilet in the guy's bathroom, 1 toilet in the girl's bathroom. It's like I didn't expect it to have a urinal because it was just some place. But
you got some janky bathrooms. You got some janky
No, because
bathrooms.
legit I bet you if you leave a can of Febreze inside of the boys' bathroom, they would spray it and leave it there. They would not even take it with them. Because how janky would you be if you stole some Febreze?
Okay, so that reminds me of my story, right? Same bathroom that the other thing happened in.
We're all the heavy deuce.
Yeah. We're all at the urinals, right? And the special ed kid, we call him Elvis because he likes Elvis and he has black hair and he sticks it back. Yeah, Ian.
I know Ian.
So we're all pissing.
Ian, that kid's hilarious.
No, we're all pissing at the urinals.
Wait, kindergarten piss where your pants are all the way down?
No.
Okay.
Wait, did you all plan
he went
to the bathroom?
Oh no.
No, but we did after this.
You go to lunch with us?
I have no idea.
Because what happened is, we're peeing, he comes in, just starts cranking out push-ups on the floor of the bathroom. And we're like, what is he doing? And then he just gets up, he goes to the urinal, kindergarten does it, pulls his pants down to his ankles, pees, and just walks out.
God,
And we're like,
does he pull up his pants or walks out with his
he
pants
pulls his
around his
pants off.
ankles?
He pulls his
He's
pants
a
off.
legit boss, dude. I'm telling you.
He is a boss. It's just what just happened? We tried to go to the bathroom at the same time as him from then on. Because we were just hoping amazing stuff would happen.
He's hilarious. One time, I was at Laurentian with him. And
it's a winter camp.
Me and him shared a cabin. So he was just like, one day I walked up to him and I was like, hey Ian, and he was just like flopping on his bed. He was like, ooh baby. I was like, okay, and I walked away.
I remember the thing back in like kindergarten, first grade-ish. It was like the competition was how far can you pee, and there was a guy who basically went all the way to the back wall, flipped his dick out, and just ranged it. Just, I got it, guys, nailing it. And I was like, I'm scared to go like 2 feet away from this thing. What the hell? It was a black guy, by the way. He must have developed early.
Do I have
Julian.
a story for you? I was ice fishing once. I was like legit 2. I was like 2 years old, and
What'd you do
so
up there?
we're ice fishing, right? And like I have to pee, so we go out on the ice, right?
Oh, you piss in the hole
No,
and the fish and come back.
No, there was a house that we had, like a little tiny fishing house.
My piss is sweet. They
But
always
my
go
parents
back.
convinced me. I barely remember this, but I kind of remember it. My parents convinced me. Carla was about 6 feet away from me, and I'm just this little 2-year-old, and she's sitting there minding her own business. And all of a sudden, she's like, "What? Something's on my leg. Is that like a fish?" Something. She freaks out. I'm pissing on my sister's leg from like 6 feet away, and I'm 2 years old. It was the funniest thing ever.
That had to be hard to get your like big old snow pants off. Cause I don't know, when I was a kid, they always, my mom's always like, here you go, here's your snow pants. I'm like, oh thanks mom, and it's like the overall snow pants. It's got the clips on the back, and you're like,
That's when you know your mother didn't love you. Is when she bought snow pants with the clip on the back.
it's not where the mic is.
Yeah,
Actually,
You
is
muffled
it?
it a lot.
Is it?
Yeah, why would that not be where the mic is?
I thought the mic would be somewhere on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
They
Don't
make-
don't take me in this on Facebook.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna tag
anyway,
you.
what-
I'll tag the show. You.
No,
We're
don't.
tagging you.
I'm telling you a story.
Okay.
Everybody's
All right.
My little sister is a douchebag. Don't take
Troll
me in
baby.
this. Don't take me in this.
No, I remember your sister. She was not a very nice fellow.
Alright, I'm gonna tag your
She
sister.
was not.
She likes to yell.
She is. When she was 3, she was legit just. I'd be watching TV or whatever, and she'd sit on my back, and I was like, okay, whatever. She's, you know, I was 7. I was like, whatever. So she sat on my back, and she'd legit piss on my back. And then she'd just walk away. And I'd be like crying, and I'd have to take a shower or whatever. She'd take a shower, my sister would change her. And like, I don't know, this happened frequently. I was laying back down. This is the same day. I was laying back down, and she was like, no, I'm gonna sit on your back. I was like, okay, just don't pee on it.
Did she shit on you?
No, she peed again. Like, I wouldn't care if she took a dump on my back because she had pants on me to stay on her. But pee leaks. On my back again. I had to take 2 showers and I was crying.
Did you hear that, ladies? No one likes to get shit on. He's the man for the job you need him.
Hey, have any of you guys ever had poutine?
What?
Poutine. It's a Canadian thing. It's French fries.
I don't like Canada.
Yes,
No.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, you can go to like any fast restaurant, they'll sell it. It's French fries
McDonald's?
with gravy and cheese curds in it.
It's the Diabetes Express.
No, it is so
Our cat would
good.
love it.
Dude, it is so good, but I tell you, I got it when I was on a mission trip, and it was like my night to prepare food. And they're like, okay, you know, we have 15 minutes till dinner, start preparing food. I had to take a shit after we ate that. I don't know how long I was in there, but when I got out, I was still on the toilet, and all of a sudden I hear, all right, 5 minutes till dinner, and I'm just like, what? I've been in here for 10 minutes? Because it was just coming out. Like,
You.
you need to clean your system out. Eat French fries, gravy, cheese curds. Perfect
That
combination.
sounds awful.
It's really good, but I mean,
That'd be awful. Like you like walking past a stall and all you hear is like basically a machine gun on a guy just. Oh!
you know what? That's why I laugh when that happens. Like, what are you gonna do? You gotta laugh.
Oh, that'd be awful. There's like a guy. He's like you walk past a stall, like you got your hands dirty, like you accidentally like got some mud on it for say, like you were walking. Like, you took a big angry step and it just splattered on you, or else you're just like really fat and you almost caved in on yourself. And you go to wash your hands and all you hear is, what was that? Oh! Or a guy passing a kidney stone in the urinal. That'd be awful too.
No.
You wanna know what'd be very awful? If you were, you know, using the bathroom and all of a sudden you're, right? And then the guy comes out and he doesn't wash his hands, and you find out he's an employee.
When you walk in the bathroom and somebody's shitting in the urinal.
No, you know what I've always thought is gonna be weird? Like, if you
It'd
go
be
to a
hilarious
pub,
if they're like,
They're looking at you in the eyes the whole time. You're like walking up, just looking at you, big old eyes. Oh my god.
no, you know what would suck is if you're at a club, and just in the bathroom, you're like walking by and all of a sudden in the stalls you hear a faint. Oh yeah,
That
and it's
Cooper all the time.
Oh fuck.
That is Cooper, actually.
that's Cooper all the time.
Does that really happen at your school?
Oh my gosh, all the time. I've been told stories. I was like, oh yeah, I just blew a guy before this hour. I skipped lunch, so all I've got in my stomach is a little bit of you know what.
That's weird. I cannot. How awkward is that? Especially now, imagine 2 times worse. You hear that, and the next to them you hear. It's like,
honey, this guy's
What
ruining
about-
the mirror. I'm gonna his ass.
What about this? Like, you hear people doing that next to you, and all of a sudden, and then you hear a Dallas laugh.
yeah, exactly. Like how funny that be? Your kids having sex. I would ruin that for them. I would go out and take a shit, but like, ah, yes, ah, and then be like,
I've been waiting for this to come out for weeks.
or like make it to me and be like, oh no,
What if-
it's all over.
What if,
Watch out.
what if you like
guys,
peek
stall
and you're
next to me,
like,
it's
you guys
turn
got
over.
toilet paper in
Yeah,
there?
exactly. You're like, yo, I need, hand me a roll through the stall.
Or you're like, you're not pooping.
Like you pick your head under. What's going on over here? Uh-oh.
Like, you just start banging on the door, like, yo, people need to shit here. Like,
The guy's like, guys, come on. I can't last much longer. Just give me a second.
no, it'll be funny. Is peeing all around the floor of the stall. So no matter where they come out of, they have to walk in your piss. Like, it's like, that's
Guy's
what
like,
you
just
do.
take a
do that in
long
a swimming
stride.
pool
Right
changing
as he
room.
starts to reach, you piss on his leg.
Do a swimming pool changing room.
Swimming pool change.
Because it's not a
awful.
bathroom. It's not a bathroom.
They're so awkward.
I
Like,
hate when people like somehow miss. And like when like you're like, alright, I gotta get dressed for my
I don't know about you, but when I use the bathroom, I stand like this.
yeah.
hands free, letting your willy do this thing. No,
And
like
I'm standing 5 feet away.
no, I wonder how people are like at the urinal and they're like, whoops, my dick flipped out and it's on the ground just pissing all over the place. Someone's van's
Better
getting a little
correct
dry.
angle. Nope, too lazy.
Okay, are you guys saying you never pissed on the toilet? Cause like, I
have,
flip
but
the
it's
seat
like-
up. I think I'm aiming. It's like goes right off the side of it. It's like, fuck.
That means you're unhealthy, bro.
You know,
Unless you do it like missionary style, and you're just like
Cat Morgan.
right in there.
Oh no, you're missing, buddy. Just
no. You know what I think is awkward?
when
Gotta get the accuracy fixed on this thing.
when you're like at a swimming pool changing room, and you know people go full like.
you ever walk in and there's just a big old guy and his dick's just hanging out and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Why am I looking down? Eye level.
Yeah, I'm getting to that, but then there's
There's
those
little
guys.
kids in their dad.
Yeah, and there's the guys, there's old guys, there's teenage guys, there's little kids that don't even manscape. And you walk in, and it looks like there's a fucking gorilla growing out of their penis. Like, it's, like, dude, at least you can do is trim a little bit off. Like, honestly.
Oh,
Or like a sea urchin. It looks like there's a sea urchin around it, you know, and it's all wet, so it's like spiked around.
I had a guy tell me one time, he's like, I hate trying to manscape, but I put a soul patch on my dick. Soul patch on my dick.
God,
I have a fist.
I got a picture of Black Dynamite. Show the ladies how good I am. Walk in the room. Dynamite. Dynamite.
I got a picture of Dave Chappelle doing this.
Oh God.
Pew!